So at first I was ashamed of my past. And then I ran into one of my friends and he told me that I give him hope. And I told him, I haven't seen you in years. How could I give you hope? And he's like, well, because I follow you. And, just the fact that you made it makes me think that maybe I can make it too. And I thought about that and I was like, you know what? I'm going to share, because if I can help one person with this story, then maybe that would be my way of giving back to humanity. So I went to jail for selling drugs. And when I was in there, I believe that was a moment that God wanted to show me something. He wanted to shake me up and say, look, I'm not going to take everything from you, but I wanted to take you away just to show you something. And, before I went in, I didn't 100% believe in my art. I believed that I had to sell drugs and do art because I needed more money. And God said, no, I'm going to take everything away from you and I'm going to leave you with nothing. And I was in there in this cold, lonely, hungry place by myself with nothing but me and my skill. And I started to do portraits for $5 and cards for $1. And it may not seem like a lot of money out here, but in there, I had a box full of food. I was able to help the new person with food when they came in. And I was actually eating good off of something that I did. And I started to think, I was like, you know what? If I can eat in here, why can't I eat out there? And it kind of like hit me. And I was reading this book called Purpose Driven Life. And I actually prayed and I was like, God, why am I here? And I heard it in my head clear as day. He answered me and he said, you know why you're here. And it's so crazy because it sounded just like me, but I knew for a fact that it was him. And that was like the one time in my life that God really spoke to me. And I'm not a really religious person or churchy person, but I do maintain a relationship with God because he's the one who created everything. He's the one that saved my life. He's the one that gives me these chances. And when God gives you a chance, you just don't blow it. From that day forward, I took my art serious and I didn't do nothing else. I knew that when I got out, I was only gonna make art. I believed with my heart, with my soul, that no matter what, I was just gonna stick to doing this one thing. So if you think about it, I actually turned two negatives into a positive. I used to go to jail for graffiti, but I learned art from graffiti. I used to go to jail for selling drugs, but I learned how to become a businessman from selling drugs. I learned entrepreneurism. So I try to tell people that are still out there struggling and hustling, look, man, you're a CEO. You're a business. If you have that mindset, you have more experience than somebody coming out of a college with a degree. You can actually go further with what you know now than somebody else. You just don't know that yet. So I tell people, if I could turn it around, then anybody could turn it around. And if you feel stuck in your situation, just know that that's not who you are, that's who you were. That's a result of your past thoughts and actions. Who you are is what you think about and do today. So starting from today, do what you want. Make the decision and go for it. Don't settle for less. Don't take no for an answer, because you can really do it if you put your mind to it and don't do anything else.